everyone. It's Free Spirit. Just a short update. I feel like I've been away a long time. It's been very, very crazy. And I just wanted to let you know that I'm fine. Everything is great. I did go through some stress. And it certainly is not over for a lot of people who lost their homes. But there was a very large fire near where I live, and I was evacuated. Actually, I just took all my animals to safety. I had the horses settled in a very nice ranch across town. A wonderful woman I've never met before had posted on Facebook that she had available space, and so I called her. And I got such a great feeling from her. I knew it was a good place for them. And all of the cats got put in their carriers and brought to a safe place too. Although Abby was very cranky. Thinking back, I might have done it differently and kept her here with me. But more than anything, I was really concerned about the smoke. It was not very good air quality. And so I spent a few days here keeping myself very aware. Paying attention to all of the information I could gather, and going outside very frequently to keep an eye on the smoke and the firefighter activity in the area. So I felt very secure, and part of the reason that I felt relaxed enough to stay here was because I actually did some of the practices that I talk about. I used essential oils and crystals. You may think that's foolish in the face of a fire, but for some reason I had taken all of the crystals in this entire house and cleaned them and had them on a very big table in the middle of my kitchen. That was the day before the fire. So this grid was very powerful. And it gave me a lot of strength. There was a nice calm energy here. And I was prepared to leave at any moment. I calmly packed the things that were of importance, and the clothes, and the food for the dogs and the horses and the cats. And everything was all ready to leave. Packed in the truck, with the truck in the driveway, and the keys in the truck. And luckily for our neighborhood, the fire only got to the end of the road where the hills are. So I was very safe, although I'm just now getting my voice back into shape because it was pretty smoky. Even with the swamp cooler going in the house to filter the air, and the essential oils going as well. But even there, I used the blends on my throat and in my water, and I never got sick. although I've been sleeping a lot. So I thought I would just show you my diffuser and the oils that I used. I actually had 2 different blends. During the day, I used a blend that brought in focus and uplifting, so it would calm me and keep my awareness sharp. And then in the evening, I would use lavender and a calming combination to put my mind at ease. And although I didn't sleep, and I mostly sat right here at this table, looking out the window, the big door there, I was able to relax my mind. And sometimes when you can't sleep, it's just as well to be able to rest your mind. Allow your body to be still and quiet your thoughts and just be present. And that's what I did. So let's start the diffuser, and then I'll tell you some more adventures that I've been going through. So here is part of my focus blend. I have frankincense, and I have Hawaiian sandalwood and bergamot. The frankincense and the sandalwood are very earthy, very grounding, and very good for focus. And the bergamot is very uplifting and energizing. And here's the diffuser. Here's the controls on the front. And then we pour water in here. I usually use 5 or 6 drops altogether. So I do 2 drops of frankincense. 2 drops of sandalwood. This one takes a while because it's thick. There we go. And then the bergamot. You can see that the sandalwood is very thick and it rides above. Now it's starting to spread. And bergamot. 1, 2. Now we put the top back on. Put on the power and the diffuser. So as you can imagine, the sound and the sight of the lights changing and the fragrance and the therapeutic value of these oils on the brain chemistry was all very beneficial to going through a stressful time. And at the end of this video, I'll put the focus back on the diffuser so you can just enjoy the sounds. But for now, I'll just put it to the side. While I tell you the rest of the story. So, once I was allowed to bring the animals back, and we got the all clear that the fire had been contained on this side of town, I realized that I would be able to attend a gathering that I had been really looking forward to. It was an ASMR gathering. My friend Joy, who's ASMR Duck, was going on a trip from New Zealand. She was coming to the United States and going to a few different places and then to Canada. And it turned out that she had a one-day stay over in Los Angeles. And maybe I should keep it a little more of a surprise, because I am making a video about it. Of course, with the ASMR creators together, you know, there were a lot of cameras. So, if you've seen my Facebook page, Free Spirit ASMR, you've probably seen one or two photographs. But I'll soon have the video together to show the fun that we had. It was such a great night. And part of it was a bit of a live unboxing. And although the restaurant was extremely noisy, I did get some pretty good video. And so I'll probably just do a voiceover narration of some kind. But it was really fun because Joy had actually sent me a package for an unboxing video. And it was returned to her. There was some issue with the post office. Nothing that we could figure out that was real, but it got back to her. And she just decided, since she was coming this way, she'd deliver it in person. And I had been inspired to get a gift together for each of the ASMR creators and Joy's husband, who was a sweetheart. And so we did an exchange. So that will be part of the video as well. Although I'd like to show you each of the gifts that Joy gave me. One of them I can only show you the empty wrapper because I ate it. But I'll share that with you also in that video. Some very cute and very original gifts that could only have come from New Zealand. So that was very special. The funny ending of that story is that I actually left my video camera at the restaurant. A big duh. A very free spirit thing. Oh my gosh. And luckily, we were the last party They were practically closing the door behind us. So when I called in the morning, after a little bit of waiting to hear, they did say, "Yes, we have your camera." And I sensed a little something going on. I wasn't quite sure if they maybe didn't trust me, that it was mine, or that something had happened. But that's okay. I told them that I would be driving back down there in the afternoon. Meanwhile, Joy had gone off to Universal Studios for the day, so I didn't get to meet her again. But I took the dogs with me, and we had a nice long drive over to the restaurant where I had placed an order for lunch to go to make it worth the trip. And when he brought out my camera, before he handed it to me, he said, "Oh, well, I hope you don't think badly, but we couldn't figure out how to turn the camera off, and so, well, there might be a little bit of video in there, from us turning it off." So, yes, there was some video. There was about 15 minutes worth of video, in fact. So I'll definitely have to put some of that onto the video, next ASMR video. It was quite funny. So that brings me pretty much to the present. The past few days have been unpacking the truck, putting everything away, getting a lot of rest, calling all my friends, and just sort of recovering my balance, finding out some sad stories, but feeling very uplifted because this community has pulled together like you would not believe, helping each other, donating, cleaning, just supporting one another. I'm very, very proud of this community. So, just a word out to anyone who may have ordered a reading from me, from my website, from Crystal Energy Creations. I am just about caught up. Trying to find quiet during all the madness was impossible. So much activity outside, and very difficult for me to tap into the intuitive part of myself for anything other than the present moment. But I'm doing much better, feeling great, and I just wanted to share that with you. That the reason that we do these different practices of essential oil, of crystals, of mindfulness, meditation, emergency preparedness, yes, even the training of the horses to get in and out of trailers, all of those things come together during times of stress. And when you know what you know, it goes a long way towards keeping you in balance. And from a place of balance, you make better decisions. I don't want to be tested again. But for me, I knew I was safe. I couldn't reach out to others very much because I had to keep an eye on everything happening here. But the best I could do was to be very informed, to be doing research on the various websites and to post what I knew and to stay connected. But I couldn't wait to get back to my little quiet life with my animals. Boy, was Abby happy to be back. She instantly went to the kitchen and laid underneath the table with all the crystals. She's such a good girl. And now getting back to making videos has put everything right again. So, in addition to the video coming up of our little ASMR gathering and unboxing, I will also be doing a few shorter videos. Some things that have been requested, such as only tapping and perhaps a little whispering. And then another one with primarily fabric smoothing, nice up close, calming sounds with no talking. And maybe one other surprise. But I have lots of ideas for longer ones as well. But I just wanted to put a few out there that could be a quick go-to. I've missed you, and I'm very glad to be back. I'll see you soon. I'm going to bring the diffuser back so you can just relax. Close your eyes and listen to the soothing sound. Big, big hug from me to you. Thanks again for watching.